Hi. Welcome back. How are you? How was your week? Mine was busy, to say the least. I just got finished with my run of Macbeth. I played a slew of characters ranging from one of the witches, double toil and trouble, am I right? To Fleon Spanko's son, who, flees. But Macbeth is not the play that we'll be talking about today. No, we have something much more black. Fences. We're gonna be talking about Fences. Fences by August Wilson is an American play that has been adapted into a movie starring the lovely Viola Davis and the robust Denzel Washington. Despite the fact that I have not seen the movie, the play is definitely amazing and iconic in my eyes. Although this play falls into the realism category, it's nothing short of captivating. To explain the story further, we follow Troy, a large black man in his 50s living in the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania during the 1950s. The play opens with Troy in the backyard with his bunny, Bono. Bono. Maybe I should have watched the movie. Let's go with Bono. The play opens with Troy talking to his bunny Bono in a backyard surrounded by an unfinished fence. Not long after, Rose, his wife, enters. She tells Troy to hurry up and finish the fence and mentions that Corey, their son, got recruited by a college football team. Then Troy goes on this long tangent about baseball and how he almost went pro, yada yada yada, whatever. Let's take a closer look at Corey, Troy's son. Now, Corey's in high school and has been playing football for a while, and he's pretty good at it. So good that, as mentioned before, he was recruited by a college football team. Rose is certainly proud of Corey's accomplishments and encourages him. However, Troy responds with hostility. He forces Corey not only to keep working at his job, but to pick up another job in place of his football practices. Corey tells his dad that he'll keep his job on the weekends so he has time to go to the practices on the weekdays. Troy doesn't necessarily agree to this, but things stay okay for a while. Later, Troy finds out that Corey hadn't been going to work and doing his chores around the house. Frustrated, Troy calls the college recruiters and tells them not to come, ruining Corey's chances at ever making a career out of football. While all of this is happening, we also find out that Troy has been having relations with another woman. Not only that, but he also got her pregnant. After getting advice from Bono, Troy tells Rose the news, and she reacts how any other sensible woman would. Woo-wee, that was a lot to take in, wasn't it? I say all of this so I can focus on the analysis of one thing: Troy's obsession with the past. So let's start with this. Why does Troy react negatively to his son's football success? Since this is a realistic play, let's think logically real quick. Throughout the play, Troy is consumed with the concept of money. The play even opens with a conversation about his job and how he deserves a better position in his workplace. Numerous times we see Troy lecturing about what it's like to work and paying the bills and how to provide, and how everyone around him seems to be taking advantage of that. Now, here comes his son Corey. There's a huge opportunity for his son to be able to go to college on a full ride scholarship where Troy doesn't have to pay a penny. Not only that, but if Corey is successful in his endeavors, Troy wouldn't ever have to worry about money again. Should be a no-brainer for him, right? But it's not. So, why is that? Looking on the surface level, you could say that Troy reacts negatively because Corey said he wasn't going to work as much in place of practice, which, honestly, makes perfectly good sense. But there's much more to Troy's character than that. Remember in the beginning when I said that Troy goes on this tangent about baseball? Well, there's more to that story than you think. Throughout the entire show, Troy reminisces about his time as a baseball player, how he was really good at it, how he could have gone pro, how notoriously black baseball players like Jackie Robinson had nothing on him. Now, these tangents could be taken as just that, mindless tangents that this old man is going on because he lived to tell the story. But, in reality, this is the manifestation of Troy's inability to let go of the past. We know this because of the way that he reacts to Corey making it as a black football player. He reacts with anger instead of support. Why? Because Troy felt like he never got his chance. Why should his son get a chance to go pro if he never had the opportunity, even if this means less money out of his pocket? Now, in reality, Troy never really had an opportunity to go pro. He was about 43 years old when they started integrating baseball teams around 1947. Most of the black men that got recruited to white teams were around the age of 28 or even younger at the time, so he basically had no chance because he wasn't in his prime anymore. But he felt like he was cheated out of an opportunity, and because of that, he wouldn't allow his son to have his. But that's not where his obsession with the past ends. Let's go back to when we found out that Troy had been having relations with another woman and got her pregnant. On the surface, this just looks like a man who wanted a change of pace in life and decided to cheat on his wife for a little bit of cheap fun. But no, that was not Troy's intention. The reason Troy cheated on Rose was because he was reminiscing on what their relationship was like in the past. Back then, he felt a certain sort of fulfillment. In an effort to feel that fulfillment again, or to even feel young again, he cheats on Rose, resulting in a baby with his mistress. So, with all of this information, what can we say about Troy's obsession with the past? Well, that it ultimately leads to the destruction of his relationships. Towards the end of the show, we see Corey come home. There's a screaming match between them, and eventually there's a potential for things to get physical. In the end, Corey runs away and decides to move out of the house for good. As for Rose and Troy, Rose has completely shut him out. She agrees to take care of the mistress's baby, but things between them are never the same again. She doesn't speak to him unless necessary and only does her duties as a housewife to keep things in order. By the end of the show, Troy loses all of his important relationships. The fence that was being built from the beginning of the play is finally finished. However, instead of keeping everyone safe on the inside from the dangers of the outside world, due to Troy's obsession with the past and his self-destructive nature, the fence was used to keep those who he loved on the outskirts, never being able to reach the inside again. Dark, huh? There's so much more to this show than what I covered. There's about 3 more characters in this show that I didn't even mention. So if this little sliver interested you, I encourage you to go and read it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other interesting details that you found out from the play. Until next time, I'll see you later.